pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Shane, would you mind leading us in a short brief prayer?
Dear Heavenly Father, we just pray that you watch over the activities of the meeting tonight, that we can do actions that are good for our citizens and that are pleasing to you. And I just pray that with the weather that we have, that you would watch over all of those who have need for travel, that they can travel to and fro safely.
Is Casey not going to make it for sure? Okay. All right, reading and approval of minutes on February 3rd.
Make a motion to forego the reading of the
Okay,
minutes.
motion by Pillar,
Approval minutes presented.
Second.
second by Hack. Discussion. All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Approval of the agenda. We do have 6B, fireworks for Alumni Association. You got that
I
there?
was just gonna ask, what does that say, because
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Motion to approve, agenda is presented.
Okay, motion by Hack,
Second.
second by Pillar. Discussion. All in favor of approving this agenda, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. 5A, engineers agenda. As you can see, you have a list here from Mayo and Jared. Oh, geez, I said Mayo. I meant Moore. I'm glad they're not here. The only comments I have are is that, as you can see on the notes, that we did get approved for our water storage project, the 60-40 cost share with the state. And the next step in that is land acquisition for a new water tower. So Jared said they would start working on that and looking at different locations. I know when we were at the Capitol the other day, he did talk to the engineer from Southwest Water, and they said they want to have a little bit of input on, because there'll be new controls and whatnot, which are budgeted in this project also. But so I didn't have to talk to Mary Massett, but their two engineers were there. Talk to Jared.
She did call.
Mary did?
She apologized for not talking to you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on the engineer's report? Jason?
So if the acquisition of land doesn't happen, do they just continue to search until somebody?
Well, I don't know.
The final thing would be to basically be in the same location as much as possible and just do the taller tower at that location and hope to get the pressures. That was my understanding. The test is gonna be if we can get it higher.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And, to go higher, it'd still be a brand new tower in the same spot. You're not gonna add on to the existing tower. But I don't know how many acres. Do you guys remember what Jared said they need for acres?
Can't remember.
Is it 4?
And to say, I want to say around 4.
But there are numerous, there's gonna be almost a half dozen
Right.
landowners up that direction.
I wouldn't think there'd be any issue, but I'm just kinda curious outside of that. Thank you.
Is that a situation, Pat, where you could use eminent domain, or no? If we had to relocate something like that?
Public, like, yeah, necessary utilities, but I don't know if that's, I don't know if that
Okay.
would quite make it.
Okay.
Might if you were adding a ski slope to it.
It's up high enough, it'd be a sledding hill.
You know, the land we're looking at there falls outside of, city
City
boundaries as
limits.
well, so that might put a little bit of a monkey wrench into the idea of eminent domain.
Well, yeah, but might be something to consider when you're doing the annexations.
Yeah, clearly you can be outside of city limits and get annexed, yeah.
Okay, if there's no other questions or comments on 5A, we'll move on. 6A, local permit 50/50 raffle, Knife River Terrace Center Foundation. They are doing a chili cook-off in there. This 50/50 is for the
Make a motion to
apples.
approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. 6B, fireworks for Alumni Association. Barb Finneman contacted me and then Monty to have a fireworks display for the all-school reunion. It will be Friday, July 10th. Is the night of the dance, and the all-school reunion weekend is the 8th, 9th, 10th. I'm sorry, 9th, 10th, 11th, and they want to do it after the dance. So they have filled out an application permit for that. They would need our blessing, and the location would be North Star 1 cul-de-sac area east of the dog park. And they are going to do something a little different. They're not going, apparently the fire department does not want to be involved, but it's not going to be the type that they bore down into the ground. It'd be all surface.
More retail stuff.
More retail stuff, yeah. And it said the only thing that we want to make sure is we have a couple firemen with at least a grass truck available and handy. But
I was just gonna ask that. That was,
and she said she talked to Corey Beery earlier about shooting him off, and he didn't want to be part of that, but she's not talked to me about just having a couple guys there with the grass truck. So we would, and that's, I guess, something that I don't think we need to worry about. I think that won't be an issue. So we just need to, they need our blessing for this.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Spiller,
second.
second by Hack. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Is there anything on those lots right now?
No, other than the Dollar General.
Okay,
His lot is
it's
completely empty.
completely empty there, okay.
Okay, 8A commercial building permit for Joe and Derek Rim.
And the only reason that's commercial is because that land is currently identified as being commercial land, correct?
Yeah.
So they're just using it for personal use, they're not looking to open a business or something?
Correct.
Okay.
And my only thing, and I don't know if we can, before we approve this, drainage, and we've already run into enough issues with storage buildings and drainage. And I think we need to make sure there's a drainage plan where that water goes east to the street and doesn't sit and flood the
Yeah.
alleyway or go behind them or towards Dollar General. Dollar General's done a nice job with their landscaping. So, and I didn't see on here anywhere that they're with a plan of drainage or any slope.
No, they didn't present any plan. I guess we could make that condition of approval. But that they have a drainage plan approved by the engineer.
I mean, it behooves them to have a lot that drains. I mean, what? I
But
mean,
it could
what-
drain
what-
into the alley and just fill the alley too, but we don't want that either, we want it going to the east. Their driveway will be facing east.
When somebody's building a house in the city of Hazen, is that, I mean, have we ever made that any kind of stipulation on the construction of their home, is that they make sure that they've got a drainage plan for their house? I don't know, I mean, we can make a recommendation, but I don't know that it really has any teeth, does it, Pat?
I think we
Yeah,
could tell them to do whatever.
permit it. No, I think so.
Build the language into the permit that says that they have to have a drainage plan?
Or make it a condition of this one, and then we can always redraft our permits if we
Okay.
wanna include that on all of them.
I just didn't know if that was something that we have the right to do.
It did change. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Other than that, Monty, or anybody else, is there any other reason why we wouldn't allow this?
Yeah, I guess I'd agree with, I'd like to see some sort of stipulation. I mean, we don't wanna hand tie it, you know, so they can't build, but I'd hate for drainage not to go in the right spot either.
I think we're gonna keep battling with the drainage over here behind Jimmy's.
Yeah.
And it's just, why not just jump on it ahead of time? And we may get that question from the Grimms. You've not made anybody else do this, so. But it's not been on our doorstep either recently, so this other situation, so.
It's a pretty
Yeah,
flat
yeah.
lot the way it is right
It
now.
is flat.
And you've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it becomes a problem.
So Monty, if we make a motion, if we say this is conditional, we'll approve it on conditions that
Condition on
there's
them presenting an approved drainage plan.
Okay.
Approved by the engineer.
our engineer.
Yeah.
Okay. And floodplain's not an issue over here, correct?
Not according to Jared's research.
And we would bear the cost
Of
of the engineer
reviewing it.
reviewing
Yeah.
that.
I'm glad I said that, I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Hack,
I'll second it.
and second by Pillar, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. All right, reports, Mr. Pillar.
We have nothing at this time.
Jason?
Got nothing at this time, other than I'm assuming we're gonna be out doing a little sanding this week, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think maybe tomorrow morning, or maybe blade Main Street. Maybe shovel all the
Looked like most of the businesses got their stuff out.
Yeah, we'll get there and pull that up and get that out of there, we've been sanding. County needed room, so they called the other day, we ran over, took the new tar cart over to Beulah, so it is full of oil. So weather permitting, ice goes away, we're ready to go crack sealing. Been trimming some trees, or cutting trees down, Mike had quite a few marked last fall. And got the street sweepers, we're starting to work on those, making sure they're ready for ice up to start sweeping the sand off the streets. So
It's gonna be plenty.
that's the baby plan.
Funny you mentioned tarring, was it 2 weeks ago? I ran into a lot of DOT that was out tarring highways.
Oh, really?
in my travels, yeah.
County was out because they're trying to make room for their shipment of oil.
Hmm.
They're trying to get their oil level down so they can accept the load that they got coming. I checked with, Nelson International Sanitary Products. The truck was built, it was in transit, so we still should be on schedule for the end of the month for the new truck. I'll give them a call here again tomorrow. Make sure it actually did show up, but it was in transit when I talked to him, so it's almost like the end of February here that the truck should be here.
So the existing truck we have will just
That'll become the spare.
get that up to snuff, get everything, you did brakes, you
We
got
did brakes
tires,
on it, the tires, the needed tires really bad, had an exhaust leak, I got that all fixed.
no hydraulic leaks right now,
Nope,
so
so
that'd
that part's
be,
all good, so.
alright. Buster,
Nothing really, hey, pretty quiet. Unless Dan has something he wants to add.
Monty, anything else, other reports?
Nothing from me.
Alright, 10A correspondence, we got a post-prom donation request. In the past, they've done, 125?
Yes.
Make a motion to approve donation to the post-prom committee in the amount of $125.
Motion by Pillar,
Second.
second by Hack, discussion. All in favor say aye, no, roll call, sorry, spending money, roll
No.
call,
Aye.
Hack,
Aye.
over.
aye, motion carried, thank you. And we have the PACE services agreement here. And looks like it's same as we've done in the past.
Pat just gave me some information before the meeting on another company that's Beulah City Council was working with, so I don't know if you wanna look at this tonight or if we wanna contact them. The pricing presented to Beulah City Council was a little better than what we're seeing.
Oh.
Let's
Okay.
do it. I think it's a
Absolutely.
responsible thing to do. Table it for this evening and reach out to the other, see what opportunities present.
You remember where they're from, Pat?
No, it just gave a name,
Yeah, just gave a name.
Okay.
something detectives.
Yeah,
But-
detectives.
But anyway, this is from what I see, it's a non-exclusive contract anyway, so, I mean, even if you were to contract with Pace, you would only pay for what you use them for.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I guess it doesn't stop you if there's a time, look like, I can't remember what that letter said. Then he didn't put a deadline, did he?
No, there is no deadline for this to be returned.
So.
My,
that's just a-
my preference is not to go after this evening. I think when you do a contract, even if it's, you only spend what you're gonna spend, by signing up, you're kind of insinuating then, I think, that you're gonna do business with them.
A little table is, and Monty will reach out to
Yep.
the detectives and
Postpone.
postpone action.
Postpone.
That's what I'm, doing that.
That's what I said. All right, 10C, Dunn County Mental Health Summit. And they're looking for a donation.
Is this completely new, or is this a reoccurring?
I understand. Well, this is the first of what they hope to be an annual.
Okay.
And then they did provide different levels of sponsorships.
Dunn
$5,000.
County must have been thinking about this ahead of time I mean, that's a pretty sizable chunk of money that they're putting into that, 20,000.
Last year's oil and gross production tax for the county was 32 million.
Exactly, yeah.
Fair enough.
You know, is this something that Mercer County is already doing something similar to this, Monty? You know?
Not on a county basis that I know.
This is Division West thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the hospital, in Coal Country, offer a sponsorship. It's a mental health workshop.
Yep.
So it's, I think it's going to be free, decent workshop.
I think the superintendent of schools over in Beulah is attending it as well, to gather information,
There's a lot of mental health issues out there.
Mhm.
This is going to cover. broad spectrum of mental health issues from early childhood all the way down through.
So are we, is the city of Hazen still, we're a member of Vision West,
Vision West.
correct?
I don't know. Did you pay dues last year?
Thought we-
I don't think you did.
We're just with the WDEA, the Western Dakota Energy.
Oh, yeah.
HDD is a Vision West
Mhm.
member. Our new structure is different. It's going to be I think a pretty, very good summit, because they do have some regional speakers coming in. A couple of the speakers I do know, and I worked with a number of years ago. And of course, part of the issue with it is to kind of get the word out in terms of what can you do, what services are available.
Sure.
And whether it be workforce, of course, they're looking at the suicide thing, they're looking at.
I'm glad Coal Country and Scotland Medical Center.
Actually, Dr. Garman is going to be one of the presenters, I think, on day 2.
So what do we have, Monty, for donations? What do we budget and where are we at, you know, maybe, I don't see us really falling into one of these categories that they have, though. The smallest one they have, of the 8 is $600. Sure, they would accept.
They take whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
Whatever you want to go.
You just won't get a ribbon.
We just wouldn't get a ribbon, and we wouldn't get the one complimentary registration, name on the selected materials, and one promo item.
That might put us at kind of a friend.
Yeah. Neighbor.
We still have 5,000 budgeted as miscellaneous donations.
You said the lowest was 600?
Lowest is 600, but
To be recognized with a category.
we could still, you know, we could do nothing. We could do 250. We could do whatever, I guess. You know, obviously, it's a very good. And the topic right now is
Are you
way.
participating, Buster?
They have a pre-conference, so.
Yeah.
The first day.
Is HCD donating to this?
Actually, I'm going on the county dime.
On county, okay. Has Mercer County donated to this, do you know?
I'm not sure they're a member, but I do not know if they have given a contribution per se.
What's that?
We can find out.
We could find out Wednesday at the time. When is this?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
This
is there a
is
deadline?
April
Just says April.
28th is the conference workshop.
28th, 29th, and 30th.
Is
So
there-
we could actually attack this next month too.
Let's do that with everybody here.
I'd like to as
We
well.
can gather up some additional information.
Postponed to March 2nd.
Yes. Postpone action until March 2nd. All right, brings us to approval of bills.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Hack,
Second.
second by Pillar, discussion. Roll call.
Hack,
Aye.
Killer,
Aye.
Omenauer.
Aye. Motion carried, meeting adjourned. Thank you.